Hello and welcome everybody to the 21st Gaming Refined podcast. We've made it so far. Today I'm joined by Bill, James, and Mikey. No fuckface today. Gonna be a good one. Also, maybe a little bit of Mighty Number 9 gameplay type deal. I don't know. We'll figure it out.
But Dylan, I heard that game flopped.
Hey James, this game's actually really fun. And I enjoy the
I
hell
heard...
out of it.
Hey
it
Bill,
is-
you're breathing
it
down
has
your mic.
PS2 graphics.
Okay, I will
And-
fix that.
And oh, what else do people say? I already forget. People are kind of disappointed in it,
I heard
to say the least.
Is a perfect opportunity for you to explain what Mighty Number 9 is to people who don't know what it is, like Mikey.
Oh, but isn't it just Mega Man? No, I'm joking. Sorry, continue.
I'll kill you. Mighty Number 9 is a 2D side-scroller, kind of like, in essence...
I'm out.
Oh, okay. It's a really fun game. It's the reason I like it, for one, is it's just a nice time sink, in the sense of it's also only $20. And, like, I didn't back it or anything like that, so I enjoy it. What's nice is, like, you could take it into the traditional 2D side-scroller way of, like, take your time, do it slow, do all this stuff. Or you could do it, like, the not normal way and just speed past everything being a super awesome badass. But I enjoy this game. I wrote a review
Jesus
on
Christ, I've just looked it up. What the fuck?
It's been getting a lot of backlash. Like, people are pissed.
it. People,
Like, it's getting
The thing is,
terrible
like,
reviews.
the problem is I'm looking at it, and it could be good, it could be good, it could be bad. To me, it just looks fucking dog shit, because just looking at, like, the cover art and stuff, that ain't a game. That ain't a game for me.
yeah, well, that's exactly the thing. It's this definitely
Secondary to the
probably
point.
wouldn't be your kind of game.
I feel like even the developer, though, he said, like, it's better than nothing. Like, that's pretty sad. Like, because he, like, responded to all, like, the backlash, and he says...
Well, basically, the
I
thing
don't-
is this game was kickstarted, which I didn't back the Kickstarter at all. I didn't care about this game. I bought this game on a whim because I was pissed because Umbrella Corps didn't come out on fucking Xbox, even though it says comes out on the Microsoft Store. It's like, oh. So does that mean I can buy it in the Microsoft Store, like on PC? No. No, it does not. It just means it can be bought on Steam or PC.
But yeah, I understand now that you said it's Kickstarter. People don't understand how Kickstarters work.
Exactly.
Anything,
Well,
any
this-
Kickstarter is going to have fucking
yeah.
backlash, because people are just like, oh, I don't know, I didn't back this game for this. And
Yeah.
it's like, that's not what
No, but the
Kickstarter-
problem
that's not what
is like-
crowdfunding is. You crowdfund, like, anyone who crowdfunds anything, and then gets pissed at anything short of a pure scam, is just an idiot. If you're putting money into a crowdfunding thing, do not expect to get any return on that money. Like,
Exactly.
see,
If you
that
do,
makes sense.
great. If you're investing in this random idea, and like, hey, if that idea did work, that'd be great. Sure, throw some money at it. Don't throw money at it and be like, okay, that's going to be something, and I want it, because that's not all. That's pre-ordering, not crowdfunding.
Yeah.
People getting
One
this
thing
massive
I
fucking
can
tits
defend,
over
though,
Kickstarters.
Is like they got a really successful Kickstarter, and it took them 3 years to put out something that's subpar, and everyone's kind of like, this is
I
it.
don't give a shit.
Like, if it,
That's how
I mean-
Kickstarter works, though.
yeah,
There are a lot of
guess, but you don't
Kickstarters
get that
Unless
much
it
money.
comes
Where did
out
all the
and
money
it
go?
turns out, yeah, well, this is the thing. Unless there's actual evidence of them pocketing that money,
Yeah.
then, you know, then I would find that shady. But, you know, making games is harder than people think.
Walt, that's exactly right. And I'm glad you.
Especially making a
I
Mega
like-
Man game nowadays that people would like.
Well, that's exactly.
And the thing is like fucking most of these things, people will like think, well, where can all the money go? Like, it doesn't have like really good like graphics, it doesn't have all this thing. But most of the time, what you're actually paying for is basically just the salaries for the people who can work on this game. It's basically just saying like, if people put a Kickstarter up and they're like, we want to make this game, no, we can't get it produced, so we're not going to get paid to make this game, but we can't do a full-time job to actually live our lives and make this game. So they're basically, most of that money is almost always going to go to just like people just you know, working for however long it is, and if it's for 3 years, then it makes sense that if they used up all their money, because they just used up their money living.
Yeah, exactly.
Like it didn't go directly into the game. It just
Well,
allowed them to spend their time making it.
see, there's one shady thing about all this, and that's the fact that this
Oh.
game released, and there is a $5 DLC already.
Well,
Oh, wait,
I
thought the guys
don't know.
that
That's
said
not
there
shady
was no
more,
It's
anyway.
just a
DLC.
fucking,
Yeah.
just a standard fucking state of the games industry.
Yeah.
True. I'm hoping this doesn't happen with ukulele, because I kind of want ukulele. But then again, it's probably going to be the whole, oh, I want my Banjo-Kazooie nostalgia, and I'm going to put it up at a higher standard than it actually is going to be. But it actually looks really good so far, but I'll have to wait and see. And that keeps getting delayed, so people are going to be more like, oh, this is going to be even better, and then they're going to play it, and they're going to be like, oh. It's
Well, the
just
thing is
a game.
nothing can live up to nostalgia. Almost nothing can live up to this nostalgia. Like, if you
I'm trying to
play a
think.
game, like when you think,
That's just like the element. That's just like almost the fucking, definition of nostalgia.
yeah, is like, people are like, oh man, I remember playing, like, Mega Man games, and they were, like, the greatest thing ever. Played them so much with my friend. It was the greatest time ever. And then you play this game, and you're like, this isn't Mega Man. This isn't fuck a duck, bitch, cunt. And, yeah.
I mean, one thing that kind of can do it is Mario, like the traditional still 2D side
because they
scrolling
haven't
Mario
changed
games they
it,
come
mate.
out with.
Yeah, no, there's
I know, but it's
nothing
still hey.
different about
What
them.
we didn't say that. We said lives to nostalgia. And if someone played Mario when they were like fucking 8 years old or whatever, and they played it today, it still lives up to the nostalgia. Probably, I'm assuming.
Well, maybe. I don't know. I out of all the Mario games, my favorites were 64 and fucking Sunshine. Sunshine just like was the best thing ever.
I'm sure. I mean, I could go back to Mario and I could play it for a minute and be like, yeah, this is Mario. This isn't worse than I remembered. But like, I couldn't. Like when I was a kid, I could like play Mario on my fucking Game Boy or something all fucking day. But like, if I went back and played, and I'll like Mario now, I would like play it for like 20 minutes, and then I'd be like, okay, that was cool.
Yeah.
Like I could not play through like the entire thing without getting a bit bored. By the way, yeah. The thing with nostalgia is it's just like it's just a like basic element of human memory, because any gaps in your memory, then your just like imagination fills in, which is just guided by your feelings and interpretations of the thing itself. So if you've got like loads of positive memories about something, then you remember all the positive memories. And then all the little bits in between, which were like just like either boring or like little noises, you forget all those. And then all those gaps you fill in with your imagination, and because your overall impression is positive, then all those little gaps you fill in as positive. And then if something new like that comes out, then you don't get all those little gaps. But even if they get all the good things right again, then it just doesn't work. And that's why you can't live up to nostalgia. Science, yo.
Yep.
I love science.
Science. Yeah, but that's enough hate on Mighty Number 9, even though you said you liked that game. And I can't really say anything on it because I haven't played it. I just read stuff on it. So everyone has their own opinion. Let's move on.
And
So-
then
Well,
What are we moving on to, James?
I found this, well, not really. It's fairly interesting because it's
What'd you find?
obviously a huge deal. But the whole like Valve is like facing lawsuits over their video game gambling. Obviously, CS:GO skins and like all the CS Lotto sites and all that shit. Like, think about like the demographic of people doing those actual like betting and gambling.
fuckfaces.
They're probably like, well, that, and they're probably most likely under like the age of majority or whatever. And they're spending technically, even though they're on skins and stuff, but they're valued like really high. Like, isn't some of them like $1,000, like high hundreds or like high $1,000 for like some of those skins, and I don't know, like they're facing apparently where was it here?
Well, I don't know. Unless what I saw was that a guy brought a lawsuit against them.
And it's just opening people's eyes to this. Like a lot of people just think, oh, it's just a game thing. It's not really a big deal. But apparently, like $7.4 million this year was like wagered on CS Lotto and all those type of sites. But that's a shit ton of money just for fucking skins and stuff.
It's just like the thing is like the thing I can understand that where the gambling started was gambling with skins. Because the whole thing is it's a massive loophole, because all of it is basically you wager your in-game skins, which technically aren't currency, but you can then sell them, and you can't get money off of Valve for them.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
like they don't hold any actual value, but you can sell them to second-hand sites which will pay you for them, for near enough the same value. So effectively, they are worth the money that they go for in game, or like 90% of it. And it started with people just placing bets on actual professional CS games.
Yep.
And that I always thought was dumb, but like it's gambling, and it's just I wouldn't have a problem with people gambling actual money on CS games. So.
Yeah.
Gambling skins, whatever. But the thing with like these CS Lotto things and like
It's so dumb.
all
It's like flipping a
websites
coin.
now, it's literally just like hitting 50-50.
50-50.
and like
Well,
fucking,
technically,
and
it's like
just,
less than 50-50, depending on how much
Yeah.
you wager, but yes.
and like all these different like just all these different things which are literally just random little percentage based games and random little chance games. Like
And
none of them have
swear-
any elements of skill.
I swear
It's
more
all
people
pure
do
random.
that instead of playing the actual game. Like, sure, they
Well,
had to
yeah,
play the
and
game
it's-
to a point to get that stuff, but then once they
Yeah.
have that, like, all their skins built up, like, their inventory, they're like, oh, I'm just gonna spend literally, like, 4 hours of my day just 50% chance, like, trying to win extra stuff or losing my shit and all that stuff, winning it back. I hear people, like, on Twitter and stuff, it's like, oh, I lost $2,000 today. Oh, well. It's like, oh, okay. Just putting up skins and losing skins and winning skins. It's like, why?
Yeah, and it's
God
completely
damn.
unregulated.
Yeah.
And in any other, well, it's just because video games as a whole are so unregulated. In any other kind of form of thing, like most of it would be entirely illegal. And
Yep.
fucking, and all of it would be illegal in certain areas and states and stuff. And yes, it's completely fucked. It's like, just legally it's fucked, and
It
morally
really is.
it's just fucked for. It's the same, but I mean it's the same with buying. Because I personally see, like, buying crates and stuff or whatever, any kind of microtransaction which is based on random luck. I find that tantamount to gambling.
Stupid.
Tantamount to gambling. So, and the fact that how many children have access to that is
Way too many.
ridiculous, because it's like, children aren't allowed to gamble for a fucking reason. Is a very
Yep.
destructive addiction to form,
Mhm.
and
You.
Josh, cough, Josh.
So
but even
Yeah, I
it's
remember-
just it's just fucked.
I wonder if that's actually gonna like screw them. Well, I wouldn't screw them over at all, but I wonder if it actually, if the guy will actually win that lawsuit. I mean, obviously,
I really
It's-
doubt
he would.
it.
problem.
Eventually, it's gonna get there eventually. But
Yeah, once more people open their eyes to this shit.
it's not even at the moment. It's not even like any kind of it's not even like the gaming community or like public or anything. Or, like it's just the government. it's just any governments or any kind of controlling bodies. There's just nothing. There's just the way esports has fucking exploded in the last like few years. And it's still, so much of it is still has no kind of regulation to it outside of
But
Korea.
you think even like Valve would take a little bit of like control of these kind of like third-party websites, but they don't technically care because, if anything, it's like making people want to play CS:GO more and stuff. Obviously,
Oh yeah, I mean they don't give a shit.
but I mean like,
They are happy for those things to exist.
and they probably have to get a little bit of the money that's earned on those websites because
Well, the thing is they never lose. The thing is why it's so perfect for Valve is, like I said, you never get the money back. You never cash in with Valve to get the money back. There's no loss of equity for Valve. Whatever players are trading them back and forth, whether they're selling them to websites, and when they sell them to websites, all they're doing is trading them to accounts and then getting money on PayPal and stuff like that.
Yes.
Like Valve never loses them. They're still always in the system and they're still always in different accounts. So, and all it does is make people want to get more skins to begin with.
Yeah.
But if you run out of skins, then either you just straight up buy skins off other people, which gives a percentage, and also every transaction has a percentage to Steam.
Yeah.
If you just buy it off the marketplace, so they get a flat percentage off that. And then, or you buy crates and keys and stuff to just get them out of stuff. So like, it's like, there's so many transactions happening, there's so much going back and forth, and Valve has no loss on it. Like, it's pure profit on their part. No matter what happens, it's pure profit. So, it's like fucking perfect for them. So they are not they don't want to change it.
yeah, but clearly they're gonna have to think about it more when they are getting sued by.
Yeah, I don't think
they'll.
they'll fight it when they have to change it, because like overall
They've just been
it's-
raking in the cash.
they're
for the
going to
last
make
while.
so much money anyway, and even without the gambling, they're going to make so much money from skins and stuff. And even if the gambling's just regulated, they're going to make so much money from that. But
Didn't you tell me
fucking-
like even just like stickers for like pro teams cost a shit ton of money?
Oh yeah,
like-
like the old, because every time there's a major, they release like stickers, and they used to just release stickers for the teams, which you could like put on your guns and stuff.
Ooh.
And now they also release stickers which are like signatures from the players. Like every player
Oh no.
submits their signatures, so you can get like, say like Kenny S, who's like a really famous
Kenny
AWP.
S.
You can get Kenny
Yeah.
S on your AWP and stuff
It'll
like
make
that.
it'll make you snipe better, right, Mikey?
Yeah,
That's how that works.
but like the ones from like, the thing is there's the teams. The teams have to qualify for the majors to get the stickers. So so for example, teams that were like at one major in like 2014, or like organizations that were at one major and then like that team went on to join other organizations and is still really famous. Like, so they only have like one sticker thing out there, and once the tournament's over, then they stop releasing like the capsules that you get them from. So then it's just the only ones that exist are the ones that actually are out there. So like I don't know, I fucking hate all that shit, so I don't really look into it. But like a single like holographic, shiny
Ooh,
sticker
shiny
from
is
one
my
team
favorite.
from like a 2014 major could be like $200 or something.
But it's worth every penny, right?
And like,
Not?
but obviously back then, it was like when it first came out, it was worth like 50 pence or something. So like loads of people had them, and it's always a funny thing, because like any gun which has a sticker on, like that will be worth more, kind of, but like really it's like massively depreciated. But there's always like posts of like people who like haven't been playing in ages and haven't seen anything, and they like post like their pictures of their gun, which they've put on, because you can put on as many stickers as you want, and they put on like 18
no.
holographic, like, I don't know,
Why?
Dignitas logos from 2014 and 7 holographic things, and it's like, I've got like $4,000 worth of stickers on my gun, but my gun is worth like $1. And it's like if they just hadn't put it on at the time, they would have like so much fucking money. And that
Wow.
shit is mad. It's all just fucking stupid. Stupid.
Yeah, well, we'll see where that ends up going in the future. Well, do you guys have something you want to say? Because I have another thing I want to bring up if you guys have nothing else.
Sure, go for it.
Okay. Well, did you guys see the, what was it? Like, obviously you guys seen the, Tom Clancy's Ghost Recon Wildlands gameplay walkthrough thingy at E3 a while back?
No.
Or did you guys not see that one?
Partake in it, no.
I saw like a
Oh.
quick. I see like a pre-roll
Yeah.
YouTube advert which just like cuts to just like a woman, nice women with nice boobies.
Yeah.
And then
Nice
that's
boobies.
that's just the cut off before it's like the 5 seconds where you can skip. So I've seen that first 5 seconds numerous times. But you know,
Well-
as far as I know, the only thing I know about it is
Boobies.
stupidly scantily clad female fighters
Well,
Nice.
in
of some kind.
this... Wait, fighters? Are we talking about the same game here?
Well, I don't know if she was a fighter. It was like a planning room. I don't know. No,
Oh,
it wasn't.
okay,
Like she opens a briefcase full of money. That's it. She's wearing like a bikini or something, or like a bikini
Mhm.
top, but like in all like military gear and stuff. And then she like opens a briefcase full of money or something.
She's got female armor.
Yeah. Level
But
99.
yeah, the thing about this like trailer slash gameplay walkthrough thing is like a lot of people are kind of making it not making it seem, but they it's giving a lot of people like flashbacks of like back
Division?
when the Division first got
Probably.
announced, because I don't, well, like you guys said, you haven't watched it, but they do the whole cheesy factor again of having 4 people playing co-op, but like they're playing as if it's like real life,
God.
where they're like, oh god, I've been spotted. He's like, okay, I'm coming in, like they're actually like on
Yeah.
comms as if like it's real life war, and
Why
like
do they keep
it's
doing
it's kind of cool, like a little bit, but then just the cheesy, the cringe factor like overwhelms everything else, and then that's the same part. Like a lot of people are saying, haha, Ubisoft, you won't trick me twice. 'Cause, like a lot of people are
Exactly.
saying like they've waited like 3 years to get the Division, and then it was a decent game. I mean, it was all right, but
I enjoyed my time.
people
in
obviously it didn't live up to the hype. That's the problem. Nothing can live up
Yeah.
to hype, which is you
Yeah,
gotta.
you shouldn't,
Not the kind of hype
anyone
that
at this
Ubisoft
point-
tries to build.
Yeah, anyone at this point who draws any hype from any Ubisoft trailer or any kind of
Yeah.
announcement is you know, either new to the fucking scene or a fucking retard.
Hey,
Yes.
at least this game has it right, and guess what? They put out this gameplay walkthrough trailer thingy on June 13th, and it's coming out March 7th, 2017. They have a set release date, hopefully. Let's
So
not-
did the
Well, yeah,
Division.
like,
bet
the
anything.
second time it was at E3.
No, but no, Division literally was announced like 3 E3s back, and then like the second or third E3 had a release date, and then they got pushed back, I think. This one, first E3 it's been shown at, and it has a set release date, so people are gonna
It's
hopefully
still
know what
almost
they're
a
getting
year.
themselves into. Yeah.
I just
But-
like people are just are dumb. People are dumb. Thank you and goodbye.
I mean, it does look pretty sweet, like...
Oh,
I
everything
don't
from
fucking-
Ubisoft would look sweet in trailers. That's the problem.
You shouldn't
Yeah.
you shouldn't like it. Just check trailers in general. People buy into that shit way too much. It's like people just because it's like games.
But
Like
this is
if,
gameplay.
it's like people who it's like if you imagine you sit there watching the TV and adverts
Watching
come
the
on.
TV.
And then you're like fucking like locked into like, oh my god, these adverts like that. Oh, look at this. Or like, oh, that advert was fucking dumb. It's like, nah. If an advert comes on TV, and it's like, I don't know, most of it, you know, is fucking bullshit. Just like game trailers. I see loads and loads of announcements for games, and like I don't give them more than half a second. I'm just like, nope. Most adverts, nonsense. But there's one thing that like I'll be like, oh, that's a thing that exists. Like, okay. Like I know that exists now. I can look into. I can see about that, or like,
Yeah.
or if it's something I know, like I don't know, some new burger at McDonald's or something. Right,
Oh,
I'm like,
that sounds-
okay. That's
It'll
going to be like a
over.
simple thing I know because I have very great past experience of that kind of thing or whatever. But and it's the same with video games. Like if it's like unless it's something you know, then the only thing you should draw from trailers and stuff is just an awareness of its existence.
Yeah, of it. Yeah.
And then when it comes out, and then as more stuff comes out about it, you continue to grow your awareness of what it's going to be or what it should be or whatever. And then when it comes out, then you collate all that you know, and then you find out more shit, and then you have an opinion worthwhile.
But what about
making a
pre-order
decision or whatever.
bonuses? I gotta pre-order it 5 months in advance. Otherwise, I won't get that sweet Actually, that's not true. You can pre-order the day before. Either though, even then, pre-orders also are just a dumb way of just saying, "Oh, you've seen our trailer. Pre-order it now because you obviously want it, right? Before even playing it or reading
after
anything on
every
it."
beta match you finish, like Halo Wars 2.
Yeah, I know. At least Halo Wars 2 is a proper beta. I like that.
Yes, that was.
It wasn't.
Except for the fact that I couldn't
wasn't a
use
demo
my
that-
abilities.
You played
Well,
one
I don't know what
match.
happened to you,
That's
but hey.
a beta, James. Shit goes
Yeah, I was gonna
wrong.
say Dylan. Yeah, I was gonna say
Not buying
Dylan
the
and I
game
were
could not
discussing
use
this.
my abilities. No.
You
Yeah, I was gonna say that's a beta. That's a good thing that happened
Yeah,
in
that's
the
what
beta, not the
makes
game,
it-
isn't it?
That's what
I
makes
was
it good.
being. I was being.
Yeah, exactly.
You were one of
And we
the
still
lucky
won that
few.
game, even though I couldn't use any
Yeah,
of my shit.
Halo Wars 2 was like the shit, man. Bill and I played
Yeah,
like
me and
well
Dylan
over
wrecked
10
that.
games. James and I played only one. Did we only played one
But
TDM
it was like a
game.
145-minute game
Yeah,
where we won.
it was a 45-minute game where they almost swarmed us. We managed to hold them. And
No,
like,
we spent 50 minutes finding their last base, and it was a mini base where they were slowly just, like
Yeah.
building troops over like for the last like 10 minutes.
yeah, it's
and we
like if
just
you ever
destroyed it
played
pretty
Age of
quickly when we got there.
Empires 2, when you beat all the bots, and sometimes you're like, that was way too easy. And then you find a wall, and you're like, there's going to be an army behind this. You bust it down, and your game nearly crashes because the NPCs, for some reason, stuffed everything they could in between two trees. That's literally what it was like. It was like, look at all my Scorpion tanks, guys!
Yeah, but that didn't really go well for them in the end once we found it.
No, once we found it, it was done, but it was still just like the... Oh, man, it was crazy. Good game, great game. Beta, good beta. Shouldn't say game.
So guys, what
Yeah,
about
it was-
Brexit? Well, how do you feel about Brexit? The brilliantly named Brexit.
I love breakfast.
Me
Oh
too.
my. I mean,
tough.
is it gonna affect how
Yeah,
much
James.
my games
I want
cost?
to know. I want to hear James's.
Yeah,
feelings
let's
on
do this, James.
James, talk to me about it. James, explain to me what you know about it.
Well, I know that Britain is leaving the European Union because people didn't really know
Wrong.
what was going on, and they're stupid. And they said, you know what? Yeah, let's leave.
You started off
And
wrong there,
then-
though.
Oh, wait, I did?
I don't think
United
it's
Kingdom.
Britain. Yeah, it's
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
UK. Yeah, the UK.
Oh wait, no. Here's
So
here's another
stupid.
fun game. James, what is the United Kingdom?
Fuck you.
Name
know
me
what?
name me the constituents of the United Kingdom.
You know what YouTube's for? I mean, not YouTube. You know what Google's for?
He's gonna watch a YouTuber
Okay,
go
I'll give you a
over it.
hint, James. There's four things in the UK. It's fucking hopeless.
Okay.
Wait, well now
Wait.
you've looked it up. Dylan,
Yo,
4 things in the UK. Let's go.
I don't fucking know. I'll admit it.
Yeah,
I mean, I could probably guess. Isn't it? Ireland is part of one, isn't it? Or am I totally off the mark on that?
No,
You're half
that's
right.
The thing with the UK is because the UK is the one thing that is everything other than Ireland,
See, yeah,
Oh snap.
or the Republic of Ireland. That is
Yep.
yeah. It is
because the thing that North Americans always forget is that there's Republic of Ireland and then there's Northern Ireland.
Yep.
Northern
said,
Ireland
he's
is
half
in the
right.
UK. And then
Well,
Britain.
England, Scotland, Wales, and Northern Ireland.
Yeah, Britain is just the actual island, which is England, Scotland, and Wales.
Yeah, I was
Oh,
gonna
my.
say Wales. 'cause
And then
I'm
the
Welsh.
British Isles is all of them. Easy.
I feel like I did not
Yeah,
get
you
taught
feel
this in
Welsh.
grade 9 geography. The only class I took that had to do with that kind of stuff.
Dude, we sucked at grade 9
That's a
geography.
shame.
Yeah,
Did you
Dylan was
also
in my
hear about-
grade 9 geography class, so we didn't do very much of anything.
Did you hear about fucking England losing to Iceland in the
Yeah, I know. I
European
saw
Championships
that.
as well?
I saw like most of that game at work, and I was like,
Did he?
what? Isn't Messi like retiring now?
Oh
I
yeah,
heard
that's
something
it.
about. Yeah, Messi said like.
Well,
Fuck
no,
it,
he's retiring.
lost.
He no, a decent amount of the Argentinian team, including Messi, are retiring from international football. So
Yeah,
they're not
but
going to
that's
play
still
for their
pretty
country
huge.
anymore. They're just going to play for their team. But yeah, it's big. But the fucking England losing to Iceland was fucking hilarious.
Like a country of
I
what?
was
Like Iceland has like
rooting for
300,000
to be honest.
people.
Yeah, the brilliant thing is right. But like, so like a lot of people have gone to France for the European Championships. Because obviously there's a lot of people who go to watch it, and then like people just like to go for kind of like a holiday at the time, and then kind of like be there, and they have like events and stuff going on. But like, so loads of English people have gone to France stuff, but 8% of the Icelandic population are in France. 8%
I know, it's
of
just
their entire
hilarious.
population. And fucking the Icelandic football team is like terrible. And Iceland has more volcanoes than it does professional footballers. It doesn't have a professional
my.
football league. Like they don't actually have a professional league. And like one of the Icelandic one of the Icelandic managers is like a part-time dentist. And many other brilliant things. But yeah, they beat England, and it was
It was
hilarious.
just a huge. Like it was. I mean, it was obviously like an upset because England's like known for being good at soccer, and then Iceland just
Well,
comes out of
known for
nowhere.
being
Yeah.
like
Being.
big in football, but just
Yeah.
terrible, unfortunately.
Well, after that, I don't. Yeah, about that. That's a huge like.
I
Guys,
just find it.
guys.
It's like Cool Runnings is happening.
you want to hear something brilliant? I've been handed a note.
Oh,
I've
Is it
actually
like
been
Top
handed
Gear?
a note.
when you
During-
get handed a note and
This
it's
is,
like,
this is how professional we are now. My mum wants to add something. My mum's overheard and wants to add something.
oh, okay,
Is that
Okay.
throw it in here.
on the topic of the EU and stuff, because now that the UK is leaving the EU, which, as you'll remember,
Yes.
James, is everything other than Republic of Ireland.
Yep, thank you.
I don't know if you remember, but my family on my mother's side are Irish.
Oh.
My family, we're all actually going to become Irish citizens,
Ooh.
so that we're still part of the
Irish.
EU.
Hey.
Because my mum actually
So you're
already
not-
is an Irish citizen, just from birth. And so me and my brother and sister can all become Irish citizens for like just like a processing thing of like 200 quid or something. And then we
There you
still
go.
have like we can have like EU passports and different
Not get
things.
Shafted.
So we're going to be Irish. That's what my mum wanted to. My mum wanted to make sure that you all knew.
Well, you know what? That's good to know, Mikey.
Interesting addition.
I like it. I like it.
So, what are your thoughts, Mikey, on whether Scotland
Wait,
and
I've just-
Ireland?
Wait, sorry, I've just
Mhm.
seen. So what she wrote was, she handed me this note and I read it. And it says, "Tell them that you're going to become properly Irish." Anyway, so I read that. I just told you, and then I just flipped it over, just kind of looking at it, because I think she's actually like cut this piece of paper out. But on the other side it says, "And I am already Irish!" Exclamation mark.
Hey, you covered that too. You covered that too. Mikey's already on point.
Anyway,
Doesn't say what are your
Yeah,
thoughts,
Scott.
Mikey, on whether Scotland and Ireland are going to end up seceding so they can become part of the European Union still?
well, Scotland already had that referendum, of course. And then
And it was
voted to
close
stay.
then.
But yeah, now I imagine Scotland will leave, because they've already triggered for a second referendum on independence, and they'll leave and probably try and join the EU. Yeah. Northern Ireland, I don't know. Wales, I don't know.
I haven't
Still,
heard anything
you
about
know,
Wales doing it.
Wales actually, all of Wales actually also voted to stay. All the constituent parts of Wales also voted to stay, but there haven't been any previous rumblings of independence from Wales like there have been in Scotland. So who knows? But Wales won't leave. But it's still because the thing is, of course, it was just a referendum, which is basically just like you know, meant to
The
be.
start.
Is like, well, theoretically, you know, the government could just be like, okay, thank you for letting us know, we don't care.
Not
But of
probably going to
course,
happen.
there's, you know, many parts of the government that wanted it to happen, and other parts that can't stop it. But there's all kinds of, you know, everyone's coming up with all these different theories about how people are going to block it and stop it from happening, and all this kind of stuff. So we'll see. But yeah, basically, moral of the story is that England sucks at both existing as a country and the sport for which it is most known and proudly follows. But Canada still sucks more.
And on that bombshell,
For having a
assuming-
stable government.
and a shitty dollar.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's still until the pound is shittier than the Canadian dollar, which will be probably by the time we record the next podcast. Then
Actually, that's not even that far off. That's the worst part.
no, well, that would be pretty disastrous.
I know it's already getting close to USD, isn't it? It's already getting close.
Well, it's not. It's not. It's stabilized-ish. Well, it's kind of It's not going down as drastically as it did like over the course of the first like day. But yeah, it's pretty funny.
I suppose we
Okay,
call
well-
it there, though.
Yeah.
Our good friend Dylan, whom hasn't talked in a while, and I have prior obligations, so I guess
feel
we'll
like
all
Dylan's
talk to you
researching
later.
Brexit right now. No, but yeah, he's probably
Rest in
busy.
peace.
So yeah,
Rest in peace, Dylan.
Yep.
everyone
Next week we'll
Say
bring
rest in
you our
peace.
first Dylanless podcast. Press
will
F to
talk
pay
about
respects.
his funeral dates, and we'll do a little like in memory of Dylan. You know, talk about the good and bad times of
Well, let's
knowing
not get
Dylan.
carried away. I don't think
He's dead.
we probably won't even mention it. To be fair,
We'll probably just blow it off. Dylan died. Continue on. Let's go.
we'll just mention it in passing, like going down the line.
Call of
Hey, do you
Duty
remember that guy who used to? Oh shit.
time.
Dylan, you're not dead.
I mean, oh yeah.
Aw,
So did
we
we
just
end?
established to everyone you died.
Now you're just in
Oh,
time to say goodbye. to everyone.
You're taking us out here.
All right. Well,
mean-
everybody, my toilet's leaking into my into my neighbor's apartment.
And on that bombshell, we will leave you here.
Yes. Bye-bye, everybody.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.